Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I want to do a tutorial for you guys on how I make my inserts for my pocket TN. I have a micro TN here, which I did a different process sewing. For this one I just did some hole punching and insert my twine and made a knot on the outside, or you could do it on the inside, doesn't matter. So there's another way, is just by stapling it, which is the easiest way. So yeah, that's one way. I'll show the measurements on the pocket TN. For the micro TN, if you want to make one, the measurements are 4 by 5.5. On the cover, the same way. To make the edges clean and smooth, all you get is your mat, your X-Acto knife, and a nice metal ruler to cut the edges to make them even. If you don't want to do that, you can cut the cover slightly bigger than the 5.5, and so that's pretty much what I do. So my pocket TN is 7 by 5.5, and I use approximately like 8 to 10 pages, and I cut my cover just a little bigger so I don't have to cut the edges. So yeah, that's how I do it. I get some sewing yarn for my stitching. I get a thick needle, and I don't make a knot, so it's still attached to the little sewing thing. Forgot the name on it. Okay, so the measurements here, I always eyeball it, but you can measure the middle right in the center, and then probably like 1 inch from the top and the bottom section. So yeah, I'm just gonna stick my needle through, probably right there is the middle for me, and I use the table to push the needle through and holding the paper. So once you stick it out, you go back in from the top, and again using the table to push the needle through. Just be careful not to poke your fingers. Okay, so we went in, out, in, and now we're gonna go back in to the other side, to the bottom. And I'm just eyeballing the measurements, see where to poke it. Oh, and be careful with your needle. Sometimes if you pull it too much, you remove the thread like I did. Just hold on to it. After that, we're gonna go back on the center, and we're gonna remove the needle, making sure that the middle section is in the middle, so we can tie it, and making 2 knots on the middle. So as you can see, it's a nice clean look on the back. You can actually cut 2 butterflies or 2 hearts and glue them on the ends if you don't want the ends just to be just cut off like that. It just gives it a different look, or you can just leave them like that. You can do the sewing process also through the outside. So those are some of my techniques on how I make my inserts. I hope you guys understood what I made on the stitching and the other 2 methods you can try. You can also cut your corners with the corner puncher. Mine is from Hobby Lobby. And when you do that process, just grab a few papers at a time so it can make it more easy for you. So thank you guys for stopping by and watching my videos and subscribing and commenting. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.